Welcome to a journey into the hidden scrolls of Hebrew myth, ancient texts shrouded in mystery and forgotten by time. These scrolls reveal secrets about angels, demons, and cosmic battles that shaped early beliefs and legends. Dive deep into stories that blend history, spirituality, and mythology, uncovering layers that challenge what we think we know about Hebrew tradition. Whether you're a scholar or a curious mind, this exploration promises to unveil the mystical world behind the scriptures. Hit subscribe and let's unlock the hidden truths together. Throughout history, humanity has sought to understand the mysteries of existence, divine realms, and the cosmic order. Ancient civilizations encoded their beliefs and experiences in sacred texts and myths, shaping cultures and spiritual traditions for millennia. Among these, the Hebrew tradition holds a particularly rich tapestry of myths, legends, and mystical writings that have long fascinated scholars and spiritual seekers alike. Beyond the canonical Hebrew Bible Tanakh, there exist lesser-known, often hidden or fragmentary texts, scrolls, and manuscripts that offer deeper insights into early Hebrew myth, angelology, and cosmology. These are the hidden scrolls of Hebrew myth, ancient writings that reveal the spiritual imagination and worldview of early Hebrew communities, illuminating the origins of angels, demons, divine judgment, and the struggle between good and evil. In this exploration, we will dive into the nature of these hidden scrolls, their contents, and their profound impact on the development of Jewish and even Christian mystical thought. What are the hidden scrolls of Hebrew myth? The term hidden scrolls of Hebrew myth is not one specific manuscript, but a category encompassing a variety of ancient texts. Some discovered in antiquity, others found in modern archaeological digs, many preserved in fragmentary form. These scrolls are often apocryphal or pseudepigraphal, meaning they are outside the standard Hebrew Bible canon, but carry significant mythological and theological content. Sources and discoveries. Many of these texts have been uncovered in the Dead Sea Scrolls, Qumran scrolls discovered between 1947 and 1956 near the Dead Sea. These scrolls include biblical manuscripts and many sectarian writings with mystical and mythological elements. Pseudepigrapha, a group of ancient Jewish writings attributed falsely to biblical patriarchs or prophets, such as the Book of Enoch, Jubilees, and the Life of Adam and Eve. These texts explore origins, angelic hierarchies, and cosmic battles. Apocalyptic literature, works like Daniel and later texts that describe visions of heavenly realms, divine judgment, and the end times. Midrash and Talmudic texts, rabbinical commentaries that sometimes preserve myths and allegories about divine beings and cosmic events. Core themes in the hidden scrolls. 1. The angelic realm and divine hierarchy. One of the most fascinating subjects in these scrolls is the detailed depiction of angels and their roles. Unlike the more functional angelic appearances in the canonical Bible, these texts delve into complex angelologies, hierarchies, names, ranks, and functions of angels. For example, the Book of Enoch describes the Watchers, angels sent to watch over humanity who fell into sin by mating with human women, producing the Nephilim, giants. This myth explains the origin of evil in the world and divine punishment. Archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and others are portrayed as mighty cosmic warriors and messengers who enforce divine justice and guard heavenly secrets. These scrolls portray angels not only as messengers, but as participants in the cosmic drama of creation, judgment, and salvation. 2. The origin of evil and demonic forces. The Hebrew Bible largely attributes evil to human choice and the testing by the adversary Satan. But these hidden scrolls expand on the origins of evil through mythic narratives. The Book of Jubilees and Enoch suggest that evil entered the world through the rebellion of angels, who corrupted themselves and humanity. Demons and evil spirits emerge as the offspring or followers of these fallen angels, serving as forces opposed to God's order. This mythological explanation provides a cosmic dimension to evil, beyond mere human sin. 3. Cosmic battles and divine judgment. Many of the scrolls contain apocalyptic visions describing cosmic battles between the forces of good, led by God and the angels, and evil, fallen angels, demons, and rebellious humans. These texts often predict an ultimate judgment, where the wicked will be punished and the righteous rewarded. The imagery of heavenly warfare echoes throughout Jewish and Christian eschatology, influencing concepts like Armageddon and the Messiah's role in establishing divine justice. 4. The role of humanity in the cosmic order. Unlike purely mythic systems where humans are peripheral, Hebrew myth, as revealed in these scrolls, emphasizes humanity's unique role. Humans are created in the image of God, Imago Dei, imbued with moral responsibility. The fall of humanity is entwined with angelic rebellion, showing a cosmic interconnection between divine beings and human destiny. Salvation and restoration often involve a coming Messiah or divine agent who will restore order. Significant scrolls and texts. The Book of Enoch, perhaps the most famous among these hidden scrolls. 1 Enoch is a collection of writings attributed to Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah. It includes the Book of the Watchers, describing the fallen angels, the Astronomical Book, detailing heavenly movements, the Parables, which prophesy a messianic figure. Enoch was hugely influential in Jewish mysticism and early Christian thought, but was excluded from the Jewish and most Christian canons, except the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, where it remains canonical. The Book of Jubilees, also known as the Lesser Genesis. This text retells biblical history with additional details about angels, laws, and cosmic order. It explains the calendar angelic roles and the origin of evil, emphasizing divine justice and covenant fidelity. The Dead Sea Scrolls. Among these were fragments of apocalyptic texts and mystical writings that mirror the themes of Enoch and Jubilees. The sect that preserved them, the Essenes, were deeply engaged in mystical and esoteric traditions. Impact on Jewish and Christian traditions. Jewish mysticism and Kabbalah. The mythic elements from these scrolls laid foundations for later Jewish mystical traditions, such as the Kabbalah, which explores the nature of God, divine emanations, Sphirot, and the angelic realms. The angelic hierarchies, cosmic dualism, and esoteric knowledge preserved in these scrolls resonate deeply in Kabbalistic teachings. Early Christianity. Early Christian writers were aware of these myths, especially the Book of Enoch. The idea of a Messiah, cosmic judgment, and spiritual warfare shaped Christian eschatology and angelology. For example, the New Testament references angels and demons extensively. The Book of Revelation echoes apocalyptic battles reminiscent of these ancient myths. Why were these scrolls hidden? Many of these texts were excluded from the official biblical canon because their content was considered too speculative, mythological, or contradictory to emerging Orthodox doctrines. They were linked to sectarian groups like the Essenes, whose teachings were marginalized. The evolving religious leadership sought to focus on texts that supported monotheism and avoided polytheistic or dualistic ideas. Their hidden status preserved them in caves, monasteries, and secret libraries, waiting to be rediscovered. Modern rediscovery and scholarship. Since the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls and increased interest in apocryphal literature, scholars have gained unprecedented access to these mythic texts. They reveal how fluid and diverse early Hebrew spirituality was, the rich mythological imagination that shaped religious identity, connections between Jewish, Christian, and even Islamic mystical traditions. These scrolls continue to inspire theologians, historians, and artists who seek to understand the origins of faith and myth. The living legacy of Hebrew myth. The ancient Hebrew tradition is a wellspring of religious thought, rich narrative, and profound spiritual inquiry. While the Hebrew Bible Tanakh provides a foundation for Jewish faith and identity, beyond its canonical pages lie a treasure trove of lesser-known writings, often called the hidden scrolls of Hebrew myth, which open a window into the mythic imagination of early Hebrew communities. These scrolls are not merely historical artifacts. They are living legacies that continue to influence spiritual thought, religious identity, and cultural imagination today. This essay explores how these hidden scrolls reveal a cosmos teeming with angels and demons, fierce divine struggles, and a profound, ongoing quest for justice and redemption. They offer a worldview where the spiritual and material, the divine and human, constantly interact in a cosmic drama that shapes existence itself. The context, beyond the canonical texts. The Hebrew Bible or Tanakh is central to Jewish identity, law, and theology. Yet, during the centuries before and after the finalization of the canon, many texts circulated among Hebrew-speaking communities that were not included in the official scripture. These texts, apocryphal, pseudepigraphal, and sectarian, are often called hidden because they were excluded from mainstream religious use and preserved mainly in isolated or secretive contexts. Among these texts are the Book of Enoch, a fascinating exploration of fallen angels and cosmic justice. The Book of Jubilees, a retelling of Genesis and Exodus with angelic interpretations. Various apocalyptic writings, including those found among the Dead Sea Scrolls. Midrashic and mystical texts, expanding on biblical narratives. These scrolls reveal a Hebrew spirituality alive with mythic motifs and metaphysical speculation, embracing complexity that goes beyond the straightforward monotheism and historical narratives of the Bible. A cosmos alive, angels, demons, and divine hierarchies. A central feature of these hidden scrolls is their vivid portrayal of the spiritual cosmos, a universe not only physical but inhabited by divine beings and cosmic forces. Angels, messengers, and cosmic agents. In the canonical Hebrew Bible, angels appear sporadically, often as God's messengers or protectors. But the hidden scrolls develop a sophisticated angelology, an elaborate system of angelic beings with specific roles, ranks, and personalities. For example, the Book of Enoch describes the Watchers, angels assigned to observe humanity who rebelled by descending to earth, mating with human women, and teaching forbidden knowledge. This myth explains how evil entered the world, introducing giants, Nephilim, and corruption. The text names archangels like Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel, each with specialized duties, from interceding on behalf of humanity to guarding heavenly secrets. Angels serve as cosmic warriors in ongoing battles to maintain divine order, execute judgment, and protect the righteous. This celestial hierarchy portrays the universe as a complex spiritual battlefield, where divine forces engage constantly with chaos and evil. Demons and the origins of evil. The hidden scrolls provide rich mythological narratives about the origin and nature of evil, often linked to the rebellion of angels themselves. The Watcher's Fall introduces demonic beings, spirits hostile to God's order. These texts depict evil not merely as a human condition, but as a cosmic force with spiritual agents working against divine justice. Demons are often portrayed as corruptors of humanity, spreading sin and disorder. This cosmic dualism, the ongoing struggle between light and darkness, order and chaos, is a foundational theme that shapes the mythic worldview. Divine struggles, mythic battles, and cosmic justice. The Hidden Scrolls are replete with visions of divine struggle, epic mythic battles between forces of good and evil that determine the fate of the cosmos. The Book of Enoch describes heavenly courts where divine judgment is rendered upon fallen angels and the wicked. The Dead Sea Scrolls contain apocalyptic prophecies anticipating a Messiah who will vanquish evil and establish a new, just order. These texts envision a future cosmic restoration, a time when the forces of chaos will be defeated and righteousness will prevail. These mythic narratives express a deep-seated human yearning for justice and cosmic balance. They suggest that the world is not static but caught in a dynamic tension, and that ultimate redemption depends on divine intervention. Humanity's role, image of God, and moral responsibility. What makes the Hebrew mythic worldview particularly compelling is its emphasis on humanity's unique role within this cosmic drama. Humans are created B'Tselem Elohim, in the image of God, imbuing human life with sacred dignity and moral responsibility. The Hidden Scrolls often link humanity's fall and suffering to angelic rebellion, suggesting that humans and divine beings are intertwined in a complex destiny. Salvation and restoration are frequently depicted as cooperative efforts between God, angels, and humanity. This mythic vision upholds a profound ethical dimension. Humanity is not a passive observer, but an active participant in the struggle for justice and redemption. The quest for justice and redemption. The Hidden Scrolls convey a deep longing for justice, a hope that wrongs will be righted, that evil will be punished, and that a restored order will emerge. Apocalyptic literature envisions a final judgment where the righteous are rewarded and the wicked condemned. The Messiah, a future anointed figure, is often portrayed as the agent of this redemption, tasked with defeating evil and establishing peace. This eschatological hope is not merely otherworldly, but offers a vision of ethical renewal and cosmic reconciliation. Thus, Hebrew myth is inseparable from the quest for meaning, hope, and moral transformation. Influence and legacy. From ancient scrolls to modern spirituality. The mythic themes found in these hidden scrolls have echoed throughout history, shaping religious thought and cultural imagination far beyond their original communities. Jewish mysticism. Many ideas from the hidden scrolls, such as angelic hierarchies and cosmic dualism, became central to Kabbalah and other Jewish mystical traditions. Kabbalistic texts explore the Sefirot, divine emanations that relate to angelic forces, and envision the universe as a dynamic spiritual structure. Christianity and eschatology. Early Christianity absorbed much from Jewish apocalyptic and mystical traditions. The New Testament's references to angels, demons, and cosmic battles draw directly from these earlier myths. The Book of Revelation, with its vivid apocalyptic imagery, reflects themes found in the Hidden Scrolls. Contemporary spirituality and culture. These myths continue to inspire modern spiritual seekers, writers, and artists. Popular culture often draws on angelic and demonic imagery rooted in these ancient stories. Scholars and theologians study these texts to better understand the development of religious ideas about good, evil, and divine justice. Why these scrolls matter today. The hidden scrolls of Hebrew myth are not relics frozen in time, but vibrant voices speaking to fundamental human concerns. They challenge simplistic views of good and evil, showing the cosmic complexity behind human experience. They invite reflection on justice, redemption, and the ultimate meaning of existence. They reveal how myth and spirituality can coexist with history and faith, enriching our understanding of ancient traditions. For anyone seeking to grasp the roots of Western religious thought or the spiritual imagination of the Hebrew people, these scrolls offer indispensable insights. The living legacy of Hebrew myth lies in its enduring power to illuminate the spiritual depths of human existence. The hidden scrolls reveal a cosmos alive with angels and demons, divine struggles that mirror human conflicts, and a relentless quest for justice and redemption. Far from being mere ancient curiosities, these texts form a continuous thread linking past and present, myth and faith, heaven and earth. They challenge us to see the world as a place of sacred significance, where the divine and human are intimately connected, and where the ultimate triumph of good over evil remains a hopeful and inspiring possibility. As we continue to uncover and study these hidden scrolls, their mysteries unfold anew, inviting each generation to join the cosmic drama and participate in the living legacy of Hebrew myth. Thanks for exploring the hidden scrolls of Hebrew myth with us. If these ancient secrets and mystical stories fascinated you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into forgotten legends and sacred texts. Your curiosity keeps these mysteries alive and helps us uncover even more hidden truths. Have questions or thoughts about the scrolls? Drop them in the comments. We love hearing from you. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and keep the wonder alive. See you in the next adventure into the world of myth and mystery.